Hello, Marguerita here from the Conscious Wealth Institute. Now, you do know that you are an infinite being of light with infinite power and potential, and you have the ability to be, do, have, and create anything that your heart desires, don't you? Good. I'm glad we're on the same page. Now, you may know that up here. You've read the books, you've done the law of attraction stuff, you've been going to seminars, workshops, you've been listening to webinars, you've probably been tapping along with me for a bit. But the question is, do you know it here? And do you know it in every fibre and cell of your being? I want you to suspend disbelief for just a moment and imagine that you have that belief and you have integrated it into every single part of you. So you truly believe to the very depths and core of your being that you have infinite power and potential, and that you have the ability to be, do, have, and create and attract anything that you put your mind to. Just imagine that for a minute. If you had that depth and level of belief, do you think you would have any fear? Do you think that you would have any anxiety, stress? Do you think you would be angry? Do you think you would have depression or any of those negative beliefs? Do you think that if you had one disappointment or 1,000 disappointments and failures, that you would really worry about that? Or would you just keep going until you got the outcome that you wanted? Of course you would. You wouldn't have any of those stresses, anxieties, because you would believe, when you believe that you truly are the creator of your destiny and you have the power to create anything that you want regardless of what's happening in your life, that's when you get truly, truly powerful. So, what we're going to do today is a fairly extensive tapping. Firstly, on dissolving those blocks and belief systems, and that's going to be pretty generic. And then the second tapping that we're going to do is to really absorb and connect with that belief that you are an infinitely powerful being and you can create anything that you want in your life. Okay, so what I want you to do first is think about where you're at in your life right now and the results that you've been getting. And think about how you feel about those results. Do you feel frustrated, angry, upset, sad, disappointed, ashamed? What's your emotion and attachment to the results that you have right now? And on a scale of 0 to 10, how intense are they? So whatever emotional connection you have to that, how intense is it on a scale of 0 to 10? 10 being the most intense it could be, and 0 being that it really doesn't even hit the radar. Okay, now let's start tapping on your karate chop point and repeat after me. Even though I feel all this negative emotion about where I'm at in my life, I choose to love and accept who I am and how I feel. Even though I'm feeling quite powerless, because I've tried and nothing seems to work, I deeply and completely love and accept who I am right now. Even though I'm feeling all this negative emotion about the results I have in my life, I choose to love and accept who I am and how I feel right now. Okay, tapping through the points. I feel all this negative emotion. My outcomes are not what I want. My life does not look the way I want it to. I have tried so hard, but nothing seems to work. I don't know why, but I am just blocked from achieving the results that I want. And nothing I try seems to make a difference. And I feel truly powerless to change the results in my life. And I just feel like nothing works for me, no matter how hard I try. And I have all this negative emotion. I choose to dissolve all this negative emotion now. I choose to transmute, transform, and transcend all the blocks that are holding me back now. I choose to dissolve all negative belief systems that are in my right way of what I really want to achieve. I dissolve all blocks to my success now. I choose to release all blocks to success from every single fibre and cell of my being. I choose to transmute, transform, and transcend all blocks that are holding me back from achieving what I want. I choose to let go of all this negative emotion, and I choose to feel empowered. I let go of this feeling of powerlessness, and I step into my infinite power and potential. I choose to know and trust that I can achieve anything I put my mind to. And I transmute, transform, and transcend all blocks and negative belief systems that are holding me back now. Okay, take a breath and release it. Now tune into that emotion again. How intense is it on a scale of 0 to 10? Now, as I said, that tapping was generic and it covered such a broad spectrum. There may be a whole lot of stuff that came up for you just then. And that's why it's really important that you revisit the tapping that I do that's like this, because it is very broad spectrum. And then you uncover whatever is underlying it for you. What emotions come up? Are there any events that come to mind or belief systems that come into your consciousness that you need to target specifically? The more specific you get, the better your results will be, I promise you. So what I suggest you do is keep doing that tapping a few times until you bring that emotion way, way down, and then don't let it go. Come back to it in a few days' time and see where you're at, see if there's another emotion or if something's come up, because believe me, the more you do this process, the better results you will get and the more you will see magic and miracles happen, okay? Okay, so now we're going to do the positive tapping round, and I'm smiling because I love this so much. It is a long one, so just stick with me. There's a lot involved in it, but it will have a very positive effect for you, okay? So just repeat after me and stick with me, okay? I'll try not to make it too long. So starting on the karate chop point. I choose to know that I am an infinite being of light with infinite power and potential, and the ability to create, be, do, and have anything my heart desires. I love knowing that I am a master creator and I am in control of my destiny, and I have the power and ability to attract and create anything my heart desires. I love trusting and knowing that I am an infinite being of light with infinite power and potential to create, be, do, and have anything and everything my heart desires. I have the power to create anything my heart desires. I am an infinite being of light with infinite power and potential, and I can create whatever I want. I know that in the very core of my being. I know that in the very depths of my heart and soul. I know that I am infinitely powerful and a master creator, captain of my ship, master of my destiny. And I have the power to create and attract anything that I want in my life. I feel so incredibly powerful. And it feels so liberating. Knowing I can create anything I want feels like freedom. It feels like joy. It feels like trust. It feels like faith. It feels like love. Knowing I can create whatever I want feels so incredibly liberating and gives me this enormous feeling of peace, calm, trust, and freedom. Okay, take a breath and let it out. All right, I didn't want to make that too long today, but do you see the potential of this tapping, where you can take it? You can also add things like, I have the ability to be, do, have, and create whatever I want, like having more money than I ever dreamed possible, like having the relationship of my dreams, like having a powerful, healthy, vibrant body. You could put anything in there you like and then suspend disbelief. Get into the feeling of how it feels when you have created that thing, and then just keep tapping on it feels like, it feels like, it feels like. You could use this tapping for hours if you wanted to. And if you stay focused, gosh, it gives such joy. I can do this easily for half an hour, and the joy that I get from doing this tapping is unbelievable. So play with this. This is such a great tapping to play with. Play with both of them. The one that's dissolving all the negative stuff and the negative belief systems and the negative conditioning and the subconscious programs. Play. And then play with the positive stuff as well. So I hope you have found this tapping just as powerful as I do, and play with it. You can't go wrong with the tapping. Just keep going and doing it as often as you can, and make sure it's really, really regular and consistent, and just keep tapping. So that's it for me for today. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care and bye for now.